Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a good time on Sunday, and which is the day I'm making this video. This upcoming week, it's actually very interesting week, and I will tell you why I feel it's a week of really breakthrough for many of us to start something really new. We've been waiting, and perhaps even have kind of fear to do anything right now. We preparing this week is actually intense week. One of the reasons because we right now dealing with Scorpio, especially we're talking about the heart of the Scorpio and then the stinks of the Scorpio. We have a lot of important planets, and all those planets connect to our communication and they connect to the relationship, which is we can really this week potentially keep in challenge and even create some kind of separation, which is will take us really long time to fix. So now then you know, and I really want to warn you, all of you guys, to be super cautious how you're trying to express yourself or to prove your points, especially with people who you communicate in daily life and even strangers as well. We don't need to neglect the situation with strangers because what the kind of energy we create, and sometimes we can be unreasonable because we know the people we're not going to see this person again. But when you're in a spiritual journey, you understand energy it's never disappear. Everything what we do, even our action, every word comes from our mouth. We create archangels, we create a certain ball of energy, which is it's need to go somewhere, it need to manifest, because we live in a world of, it's called in Aramaic, in the language of Kabbalah, ulam asiyah. Ulam asiyah, it's made from the shoresh, from the root of the word la'asot, the things of the world of action. So therefore, through the world of action, we need to remember, each of us is like a mini engine of creator. This is why we have a spark of creator inside of the heart. So we have a link with the whole huge collective consciousness and with the creator we have within us. So what's happened, each of us, every time when going through certain transformation by experiencing things, this experience really needed for the creator to add it to the collective consciousness in order for us to elevate and to expand the universe with the goodness. So definitely everything what you do, it's always it's always recognized. So just make sure you understand that. So a couple of things I just want to announce it's going to happen this week. So first of all, we have, of course, we're going to have a Jupiter trine, by the way, Mars on January 12th, which is amazing. And we have a Sun in Sagittarius until 14th, and then he's going to Capricorn. We're talking about the direct sky sidereal system. So if you practice Western astrology, you're used to it's a different, because we're dealing directly with the sky. And by the way, you're going to see today again and again, I'm going to show you only when you deal directly with the sky, you can see such a beautiful, tender, and absolutely awesome things when you deal directly with the sign, and the stars create the sign, and how the energy influence, and not just to throw you a number of degree, and you will start to guess, okay, what this number can represent for me. You can see the body of the zodiac sign and understand what the energy this part of the body of zodiac sign can produce from your own wisdom, from your own logic. Okay, now we have Mercury, which is in Sagittarius, and he's going to communicate with Mars, and he's already getting closer to Mars, and I'm going to show you later, day by day. We're going to see what's happening with the moon, because moon extremely important. You always need to pay attention when I'm saying where moon's going to be for the next few days. You need to check where your moon, if you have a moon of this sign, it's really important for you. You always need to pay attention to your emotions, extra pay attention to your intuition, because the intuition, it's even more expanded. And definitely pay attention to your health and what you eat, because moon directly represent the digestive system, and it represent the appetite. Okay, and especially appetite, sometimes appetite for neediness as well. Now, this week starts with the new moon in Sagittarius, and it's really, really important new moon, because the new moon in Sagittarius, it's going to edit the energy of the Sagittarius we're all entering. And one thing, by the way, I want to encourage you, kind of to give you really, really good news. You know, really by end of the month, all the planets will go direct. So we will have no planet retrograde. This is unbelievable because this is not too often happen even during the year. And therefore, for the next month and a half, this is the best time for all the new beginnings. And you're going to feel really more energy, even inspiration, even though the sun disappear, and we're gonna really missing this, energy for our immune system and perhaps for our happiness, the hormone of happiness which is we all need. So definitely use blue lights. I always, every morning when I wake up, when I do my prayers, I have a special device with the blue light, and I always turn on the blue light device while I pray or I study. So at least my brain getting more replacement of the sun energy, because I do live in Canada. So just the extra tip for you guys. So as I said, this the week starts with new moon in Sagittarius, and it's a significant event in zodiac calendar because it marks the beginning of new months, which is focus expanding on horizon and our spirituality. So because Sagittarius is the sign of encourages us to broaden our view, to understand bigger picture, to have a desire for travel, to have a desire to expand our horizon of our own self in society, which is really, really important. It's additionally the trines with the sun and Mars are giving us a boost of energy, which will give us the almost like embrace this freedom oriented and inspiring energy. And a part of the new moon this week is expansive, this with the Jupiter still increasing the energy of optimism, energy of the desire, ratzon, we say in Hebrew, right? Because ratzon, this is what really giving us real life. We can live physically, but not to live really with the happiness fully life. So definitely this position with Jupiter going direct definitely will provide us more increasing creative and expansive activity, because it's trying with the Mars, which is going to be amazing. And this is fantastic news for signs Aries, Scorpio, and Leo. I'm telling you guys, the fire sign really, really earned these unbelievable opportunities. Please don't miss the opportunities. It's open up for you in the sky. And it's like a good luck and spiritual growth. And Venus also from the 8th house aspect to Uranus in Aries on January 14, which increased creativity and could be the last peak for the stock market. And it's actually going to be interesting to observe what's going to happen between January 14 because of the Venus. So we're going to have some changes in the stock market on the level, then we're going to rethink how we make money. And Venus definitely going to be responsible for that. And again, if you don't donate, if you don't expand your vessel for creating on a spiritual upper sky, so to say, new account, when you do donation, when you donate your time, you donate your money, I really recommend for you to think about it. Now, one thing on the side for Geminis and Virgos, Mercury may pose some challenges through January 8 to I would say January 11 because of the stink of Scorpio and because of the communication with Mars. So it's begin like a late degree of Scorpio in Sagittarius. Therefore, you guys may experience emotional turmoil, almost like you're gonna feel a little bit down. I don't like use word depressed, but you're gonna feel like you're not inspired. Wait, you're gonna have so much inspiration. Just let it pass this type of a degree when Scorpio really almost like poison a little bit the situation, and already by end of the week next week you're gonna be unstoppable because the Mercury really gonna help you guys, especially he's gonna finish his retrogression period, which is sometimes not easy for you, even though it's your normal kind of you used to. Now Jupiter triumphs Mercury through January 19, which is going to be in the future. It's supporting writings, speaking, communication, anything you plan around marketing. So be prepared. I know it's a little bit in advance, but I'm just telling you, prepare for January 19. It's such an awesome, important day going to be for all of us. Okay. So what I recommend for us, let's go day by day. So January 8, which is Monday. and moon preparing for the to be renew, so to say, right? So right now she's almost like lacking energy. This is why we all this week gonna feel a little bit with drawn energy, because moon it's take a few days to gain the light, to gain energy. So she's going through the cleansing right now. Now on January 8th, which is Monday, what I do recommend for you guys, you can see moon in Scorpio, and she was here, and she was here partially on Saturday night and the whole Sunday, and now she's continued to be in Scorpio, and she's really close with Venus. You can see she's almost conjunct with Venus. So don't confront right now, especially people you love, especially people who you really have really close personal attention, because you're gonna sometimes we create a movie in our head and it's not really what's happening. So the open communication, and if you come to confront somebody, don't come from place, because confrontation, when we confront someone, so it's mean we're not really asking this person what's really going on. We're already telling him how we believe it is. So when you come, just come with the open heart, and don't create. This is the week can potentially create conflicts, which is will take long time to recover. Okay, so now now that it's gonna rain, you're gonna open umbrella, and you're gonna restrict your mouth. As less come from your mouth this week, unnecessary stuff, it's better, it's gonna be for everyone. So just in a short term. Okay, so we have Mars in 8 degree. The sun, it's unbelievable. Sun really giving us a lot of energy. And now the Jupiter, amazing, Jupiter, he's, is going direct. It's really good for us. It's a lot of inspiration we're going to have. And Saturn, we never can forget about Saturn. Saturn actually helping us big time. Saturn right now working together with Sun in Sagittarius by watching all of us, how much we're really expanding our spirituality while he's in Aquarius. Okay, let's go on Tuesday. Now, Tuesday, we have Uranus. What we have here, really, if you think about, we have a moon still, moon going to be conjunct Mercury. And it's really, when moon conjunct Mercury, we're a little bit confused. What should we follow our feelings, or we should follow our logic? So again, do meditation, ask the higher source. If you communicate with your mochin, with your angel, with your private angel, amazing. So connect with your mochin, which is, in Hebrew, it's your private spirit angel who came with you, born with you. He's always here for you. So when you shut down the noise and you will try to create space to hear higher sources, this is when you can actually start to really use your intuition in the right way and not in reactive way. So it's really important. Okay. Now, what else do we have here? This is we have Tuesday. Now we have Wednesday. Now, Wednesday, we have moon in Sagittarius, and she's in 14 degrees, and she's passing by Mars. You understand? We have so many different combination, and not just passing by Mars. She's basically just past Mercury, and then she's passing Mars, and everything. Look what's happening. The degrees, it's all passing. Stink of Scorpio, and then it's before it's getting to the good degrees in Sagittarius. It's and she's right now, look, she's almost in conjunction. She went to conjunction from Mars. So definitely one thing I want to tell you, every time when moon passing by Mars, she can potentially challenge different part of our bodies. So if you know your natal chart, check where your Mars in your natal chart, and you should know by now what part of the body it can actually affect. So this is really, really important. Okay. Now, new moon. What I want to tell us about new moon. Let's go to January 11, okay? So January 11, what we have here. January 11, we have the beautiful moon in 29 degrees, and she's in Sagittarius. So, we always know when in 29 degrees, it's usually not easy for moon, but at least between Capricorn and Sagittarius, because Sagittarius, it's a fire sign, Capricorn is earth. At least it's not water and fire. So this particularly, new moon, it's definitely gonna set up for us our emotions for the next months, next months, which is we really need to be inspired. I'm telling you guys, what's happening this by end of this week, the energy is going to change dramatically for all of us. Just this week, I feel it's like almost before we're going to get the good seats, we really need to go through the rough road and then to appreciate the seats we're going to sit on it, right? So just keep this in mind now, what we have here. And again, moon, beautiful moon in Sagittarius. And what's happened, she's going to pass Pluto. And when she's going to pass Pluto, she can receive, usually for moon, according to ancients, let's move to January 12th, okay, which is Friday. Ancients explain every time when moon passing malefic planet, it's take a really literally sometimes few days to recover. So, and plus in the Capricorn. So what potentially can happen in your workplace or anything connected to the government, anything connect to the structure, it's potentially you can be show illusion and you can expand because of your emotion, you're going to overreact. Let's say something connect to your financial situation. Let's say something connect to your workplace. You're going to go through some worrisome. But you need to really ask yourself if this is the repetition of the same situation. Why do I have this insecurity? Where I have, so to say, hole in my vessel, then I don't understand how the light of creator works. So I'll give you example. When we study spirituality, the one of the main reasons for us to study spirituality in the first place, it's not to impress others with our spiritual conversation. It's really internally to create such a security bond. Then no matter what's happened, you're going to be unshakable. Why? Because you understand how the light of creator works. What is the cause and effect? Why you came to this dimension without different situation, which is you need to go through transformation. You cannot reveal light. Because if you're going to sit your whole life with a martini, as example, and in your comfort zone, you're wasting your time. It actually says in the Holy Zohar, there's a souls who born sleeping and die sleeping, and they wish they were never born. So we don't want to be part of it. We want to embrace whatever challenge comes. We want to embrace. We don't need to look for challenge. It's not what I'm saying. But when it comes, we need by now to know. Then it doesn't need to be called a problem. It doesn't need to be called disaster. All those words has tremendous power. Just look at there and give a smile first. And said from that moment when you give a smile, you already change the energy. And then you say, okay, now what should I go? How can I deal with this? Right away tell creator, I completely trust you. I will give my worry to you while I'm do everything what I supposed to on my end. I apply law of creation. I understand how the things works in the dimension, what is the cause and effect, how I need to be nourished in other people, and how I need to be, I'm not to be nice to other people. I'm to be truthful but caring with other people. And with this process, you will start to see yourself from completely different light and your place in this society. It's really, really important. So, what else is happening here? There's a lot of things happening in the sky, but I don't want to overwhelm you guys. The bottom line, the communication. Stay away from any illusion this week. It's extremely important. Now, because of the moon will be in Capricorn by end of the week, and she's coming from communicating with Pluto. And then we have on Shabbat, on Saturday, we have moon getting closer to Aquarius. Now I love when moon coming to Aquarius on time like Shabbat, because Shabbat it's a Saturn, right? Saturn represent Shabbat, Saturday, and she's going to communicate with the king of the Shabbat. And moon, it can help us to expand our vessel, expand our emotions from the completely different place, from the place of caring, from the place of a lot of love, a lot of different understanding about creation. It's really good. I definitely recommend to study. It's extremely important to study on Shabbat in general, because you connect into completely different source of energy. It's much more pure energy. Is the energy directly from the creator, because Shabbat it's the day of creator. and he actually wanted to share with us what is because then Shabbat is the energy of Mashiach, a final redemption. So every week we have a moment we connect to this energy without even knowing. So, and it's important to adapt to understand this idea, because when the final redemption comes, your soul going to feel infinite with this energy. It's not going to be surprised, you're going to be lost. We need to be prepared for the big revolution in the cosmic energy. We need to be prepared for what's coming for humanity and what kind of human beings will actually remain. Remember that this time of users, it's gone. Only creators welcome. So you need to ask yourself how much you up to challenge and how much you're willing really to grow in order to, with your vibration, can be part of this unbelievable, awesome energy and what it's coming. Because guys, no matter what we experience right now, all this war and separation and pain, it's only in order right now to remove all this chaos, because what is coming is going to be total balance. People going to not just love each other without even talking to each other, going to feel such an infinity, such a care for each other. And it is coming. This is the promise of Creator, and so far Creator keep all his promises, and he's been very consistent with people of Israel. And I hope people if Israel will be consistent with the Creator, because it's all needs to come mutual, right? And again, what I call people of Israel, soul of Israel, it's the people who really, really have a big desire to understand light, to grow, and as well have a connection to Torah and Zohar. It's a measure as well. It says by end of the days, without study Zohar, without connecting to Zohar, it's going to be really, really hard to understand the real process of the souls. And to finish my video, we have unbelievable opportunities with this beginning of this year to create really solid seed. So I really encourage you guys to prepare for something big what coming, because each of us, everyone will receive unbelievable opportunity. And when all the planets will be direct, I will make separate video on that and explain to you how you can look at your chart, or you can schedule. I start to again schedule sessions because I took a break due to my health condition, and as well I had to travel. So now I'm ready. I'm back again, and I'm starting to schedule the sessions with you. So please. And we can go over your channel, you can go over your chart, and we can look at all the amazing talents and presents you've been given for this lifetime, and to awaken them and to use them and to understand what is your purpose, which is you already know, perhaps to reconfirm. Okay, guys, so let's go just quickly to Sunday. My apology. Okay, Sunday. So Sunday, let's see, Moon's going to be conjunct with Saturn. It's actually great because you can really work on something more organization skills. You can work, you can go volunteer in your community. It's going to be excellent because it's in because it's in Aquarius, right? And Saturn really, he loves when we volunteer. We loves when we do things for community. This is like it's like probably one of the best thing Saturn to give us blessings when he see, then we live for other people, then we are sharing being, and we're not using our selfish desires. So it's really, really amazing for Sunday. I can see that right now. It's really, really beautiful. And over here, we just need to pay attention what's happened again about our communication, because, we have Mars in Sagittarius. And it's a beautiful thing, by the way, for Mars and Sagittarius. It's really expanding our desire. And then I can see he's separating more and more from Mercury. And Mercury looks beautiful here as well. The Venus, slowly getting out of Scorpio, thank God, with all her suspicious and little bit perhaps jealousy on each of us on our own level, but it's getting a beautiful combination to support us. Okay, guys, I wish you many blessings. Good luck to you. Would love to hear from you, and looking forward. Bye bye.